What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Custom Made. We are here today to teach you how to print a 5-color job. Shout out to my boy Rui over Bragging Rights Kennel for these awesome sweatshirts that he had me print over the weekend. He came to me and was like, hey man, I need some freaking sweatshirts, some Christmas sweatshirts. Turned out to be a 5-color job. I did the graphic art, turned around, and we actually did the print. I actually completed the job and it shipped out, but I had a couple of more shirts that he wanted me to do, and I wanted to do a navy blue one on my own, just to rock. And so I decided, hey, why not do a video to show you all how I did this 5-color job and show you just how awesome it turned out. So before we get started, I would like to remind everybody to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, both at Custom Made Printing, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen, right? We're giving away another brand new Sony PlayStation 5. The raffle starts on December the 21st and will end on January the 18th, 2021. You don't want to miss. The raffle tickets are only $10. And throughout the entire year of 2020, we're going to be just giving everything away. Old equipment, furniture, televisions, cash, all kind of stuff, right? Every raffle doesn't cost to get in, okay? We're going to do a lot of free raffles and we're going to do a lot of fundraisers. But with that being said, yeah, let's do it. The first thing that we actually had to do is get on the computer and create the graphic design. I use Adobe Illustrator, and in Adobe Illustrator, we actually created the vector art and turned it into a positive, which is a clear transparency paper in which you will print your image out separately in colors, but every color will be on the transparency paper printed in black. This entire step we're not gonna worry about right now. I'm gonna actually show that to you guys in a separate video. For today, I just wanna show you all the actual printing process, drawing process, and curing process. So the first thing I had to do is separate my colors. This white is going to be the first color. As you can see, it's gonna be the background and the snowflakes of the Santa. The next color that we're going to lay is going to be the red, which is the Santa suit. The third color is going to be the actual bulldog. The fourth color will be the pink for the tongue. And then the fifth color will be the black for the outline of the dog. This is what the design is going to look like when it's all said and done. This was a sample print that I had did for him to let him know that the design was ready to print. As you can see, it's a little too far down for the size of the shirt from the collar. This is a small, so I would have rather put it up maybe another finger space. But this is how the design will look when we're all said and done. As you can see, I have my dryer set up on station 2. Once I press this in white, we're gonna roll it over to station 2. While it's underneath station 2, you'll be printing on your next station, and that'll be drying. First is we're gonna roll our screen over to white. And I've got a little bit of ink on here from the last job, but just to be safe, you usually wanna kind of load it up with a lot of ink. What I like to do is I'm gonna take the screen and you're going to hold it down some. You'll take the squeegee and you're gonna flood it. Now, usually I like the pull method. I like to flood the screen, bring it back, and then the pull method. But because this design is so big and because there's not that much space at the top of our screen, I actually chose to push this time. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna pull to where it floods the screen like that and it's filled with ink. You'll drop it down onto the shirt, press, and then push just like that. And now you have a perfectly designed background, border, snowflakes. And then, like I said before, we'll push it over to station 2. And technically there will be a shirt here at this next station, and there it will be drying. And while we're doing that, we're gonna add our next shirt to the press. Now that this is back and it's cooled off, you want to take it and you want to do it one more time. Just like that. And now you have a brighter coat. You're going to let it dry. Next, we're going to print the second color. You got your red. Then you come back and you're gonna print your gray. Mind you, while we're printing with other shirts on the press, this will be cooling on its own while you're pressing and doing the exact same thing to the next shirt. But for now, since we're only doing one for a sample, we're just gonna make sure that this is cooled off. Roll over to the pink. Run over to our black. And then there you have it. There's our dog design. Beautiful, perfect. And on the blue t-shirt, blue sweatshirt, I'm sorry. Now the thing is, here and here you can kind of see some streaking and some dots, but those things can be taken care of with the spot removal gun, which again, I'll go over in another video on how to use that. But for the most part, you have practically a perfectly printed sweatshirt. It's gonna be awesome. When I take it off the press, put it through the dryer, cure it, it's gonna be beautiful. And now he just let it sit under the flash to cure for a little bit. And there you have it. There we have it. Perfect. All right, since I already had everything put up on the press and the dryer and the flash dryer is hot and working, I went ahead and pressed the last two shirts. So I paused the video just so I can get that done, and now I'm restarting just to show you that this is my dryer, and this is where we lay the shirts to roll through the conveyor dryer onto the other side. If you don't know, with screen printing, your ink has to reach 330 degrees at least. It's a little bit different for every different type of ink, but for the most part with plastisol ink, it gotta reach 330 degrees. My dryer is a little bit messed up. It has 3 heating elements on the inside, and only the far left all the way to the end heats up fully all the way. So with that being said, I roll my shirts through the dryer pretty slow, because through the first 2 elements, they're not really getting that hot. They're just kind of warming up. But we still get it fixed, it still works, and it still cures, so we still use it. All right, so this step is not actually a mandatory step, but it is very, 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 very useful in making your prints feel soft and smooth on the shirt, because plastisol ink, if you don't mix it right, or if it doesn't come mixed right and you have to add reducer or any kind of additive to thicken it back up or thin it, then it does cause inconsistency in printing. And sometimes, even if you're printing on like cheaper garments, then it'll usually cause it to like bubble or sometimes be like rough on the outside of the print, because it lays on top of the garment but in the garment at the same time. So what I like to do is I like to actually take my image, lay it out on my heat press. I heat my heat press up to 300 degrees. You can actually cure your shirts like this also, but I recommend doing light pressure. You cover it with like some silicone paper, and then you slide it in, and it takes 2 hands for me to start this press. All right, so now we've got the press down. It's gonna go for about 10 seconds. And there we go. Now you pull out, you're gonna let it cool off, and then you just slowly peel it. And then when you touch your print, it'll be nice and smooth and soft to the touch. It's gonna be very, very hot, so you wanna be very careful, but it's an absolute smooth and beautiful finish. Every single one of your customers will absolutely love the print. They'll love the feel, they'll love the touch, and it's gonna keep them coming back every single time. After that, you're done. Fold the t-shirts up, give them to the person that you need to give them to. All right, y'all, that just about wraps it up on how to print a 5-color job. You have to follow us and subscribe so that you can stay tuned and you don't miss us printing for you or printing your logo onto apparel. Follow us on Facebook at Custom Made Printing. Follow us on Instagram at Custom Made Printing. Subscribe to our channel. Let us support you and continue to support us so that we can grow, because we want to ultimately give you the knowledge on how to screen print. You can make tons and tons and tons of money right in your own home. You don't even have to have a big shop like this, making extra income on the side. Follow us, subscribe, come back and see us. Thank you. If you have any questions, just email me at custommadeprinting@gmail.com, or you can direct message me on any social media website. Fall into my comments. I love to respond. I love to engage, and I love to hear what you guys think. Like this video, share this video. Get ready for our PlayStation 5 raffle, which starts on December the 21st and ends on January the 18th. Tickets are only $10. We got our lucky winner out of Alexandria, Louisiana. Now we want you all to participate, and we want you all to get involved. We've got so much more fun to do in 2021. Follow us, you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.
You know, it's times like this I sit back and wish that I could have done better. Maybe warm my cold heart with a sweater. I had to sever past relationships and bonds I thought I'd cherish forever, so I could treasure all my future endeavors. And yeah, it's hard, but I'm here to break the cycle for Garrett, Braylon, and Kason, little Jason, and the big homie Zaymon. Shout out to Shavonda, Valanda, my aunt Cookie, Tammy, and grandmas. Can't forget my uncle Philip, Alex, and Damon. We own one. Like, ain't no justice in this league, niggas.